Well, good morning. I should say good afternoon. Yes, it's after 12 o'clock, 12:15. So good afternoon, private practice success community. How are you guys going? Hope you're having a fabulous Friday. I am sitting here outside my Logan Home private practice. I'm sitting in, I think, what is the smoker's corner. Luckily, this is where people normally come to sit and smoke, because obviously you can't smoke in the building. So everybody that works in this business center who's a smoker comes and sits here. If you are joining and hopping on, please say hi, say hello, even if you're just watching the recording, so I know you were here. Yes, so it is Friday. I've had a bit of a different Friday. I'm here at my practice and I don't often come to the Logan Home practice. Hey Fern, how are you? Can you recognize where I am? I'm at just outside the Logan Home practice at the moment. So there's a big road right over there, which is all the noise and the sounds and stuff that you are hearing. So I was here, arrived at 10 o'clock, being a bit of a client in my own private practice in poor network connection. Why is it saying that? Hopefully it's working. In that I brought my 7-year-old in to be assessed. I might walk a bit closer to the practice. There it is. Connection has improved. Hey to you too, Fun. Hey Rachel, how are you going? How's things on the north side of Brisbane? As you can see, it's an absolutely fabulous day here on the south side. So as I was saying, I'm being a bit of a client in my own private practice in that I brought my 7-year-old in for a dyslexia assessment. So he was still is in grade 1, going to grade 2 next year. And I actually have one of my Sydney colleagues, the lovely Jackie Shell, who has flown up and she's doing the assessment for him and with him today, because obviously I can't ask my own team to do it. That would be what's called dual relationships in our profession and isn't allowed. So I've asked Jackie to come up. She's actually a cognitive expert. She's so amazing at what she does. So if you ever need a cognitive assessment for one of your kids, she's most definitely the person to speak to. So Jackie is here and she is actually doing a assessment on Ethan. So they're having lots of fun. I'm just walking because I think trying to sort out the connection. I've gone and had a bit of lunch and coffee with my hubby, so we're getting back to the practice now. He'll be done in, there he is. Hello, he's finished. He's jumping up and down there on the other side of the window, because this is the practice right over there. So the reason why I'm live streaming, and this is the Southside Business Center, you'll see there, Southside Business Center, and this is where my practice is at. Pretty nice, I think. Now I can actually see you guys. So I thought, now that I'm here, because I don't get here that often, right? The glare is still very sharp. Now that I'm here, I might quickly share with you some interesting things from a marketing perspective, and that is the signage when it comes to your practice. There's actually a psychology practice right over there in that upstairs building, and their clients are constantly coming into our practice because it's not easy to see that they're there. Okay, so they need to work on their signage. We are of course very happy to direct their clients into the doors there and to go up there. So signage is really important. And when I just moved here from my previous location, I thought I'm going to be really professional. Hey Amanda, how are you? I'm going to be really professional, and I paid for lovely signage on the wall. So I'm going to shift around for you. So it is windows, but you can see we've got our phone number over here. We've got our email address. We've got appointments available when, beautiful signage and stuff, and you can see there. So just turn it back. And I literally, for this signage that I've just showed you, I paid And this was like 3-4 years ago, no, almost 5 years ago. I'm not good with numbers and not good with dates, is why I was so bad at history at school, and I dropped that subject as soon as I could. I paid $3,500 for that beautiful, proper signage, okay? Guess what? Clients could still not find us. Hey Abby, how are you? Client, hey Gerda, I like good signage. I have lost. Very important, right? Very important. But the thing is, I paid $3,500 for lovely signage, which I just thought was so pretty, and clients were still going, oh, I'm here, but I can't find you. And I thought, well, I've now completely exhausted my budget for signage. You know, it's pretty expensive when you move offices. There's a lot of costs involved. Vin says it took me months to notice the other practice, and I usually notice everything. Well, there you go, right? There you go. It's like sometimes I think I should charge them for the admin time that my poor receptionists spend, you know, getting out from, putting down their work, getting out from behind the desk, because this is how we do things, right? And walking them out the door and going, there it is, that's where you need to go. But that's just how we roll, so we do it. And I thought, okay, well, what am I going to do now? Okay, they're not finding us. I want to make it easy for clients, especially for that first appointment, because it can be so anxiety provoking going for your very first appointment, right? And then I thought I need to think outside the box. And then I noticed my lovely neighbor has signage up his walls. So sometimes you just need to look around. So if you look there, it says mailboxes. Can you see that? So this is a printing place. So I went in there, spoke to Greg, and I said, Greg, where did you get those signs made? And he said, oh, I just had it made at Officeworks. I said, because they look amazing. And so I basically found out exactly what he did, and I put it together. He did the specs for me. I went to Officeworks and I had it printed, right? And I paid $350 for my sign up here. Psychologists, children and adults. For all three of them, welcome the psych professionals. And then there it says that what we do. Okay, AAT, hypnotherapy, OT and speech, because obviously that is in addition to the psychology stuff. So those three signs cost me $350 all up, okay, all up. So the beautiful stuff cost me $3,500. The actual stuff where people were then able to start seeing where we are cost me only $350. So what's the bottom line here? The bottom line is that you can actually start and run a practice on a shoestring budget, and you can do your marketing on a shoestring budget as well. Signage is an important part of marketing, right? There's a lot of professional services here. There's a gym, there's the accountants, Ideal Business Queensland's over there, the printing, so a lot of business people come in here. There's a vet, so there's a lot of foot traffic, right? And of that foot traffic, there is going to be people that need a psych, or have a child that needs a psychologist, or has a friend that needs to see a psychologist. And we want them to know that we are here so that they can refer other people. Maybe walk in, get a brochure or a business card, and refer friends and family to us. And those three signs over there, that cost me $350, okay, did the trick. So just because you might be strapped for money doesn't mean you have an excuse not to properly market your private practice. Okay, marketing your practice is an investment. It is such an investment, and you want to make sure that you get a return on investment. Fern says that's awesome value. Thanks, Fern. I like it when I get great value for money. The lovely waves and stuff, you know, and the signage, so there's a bit of frosting there so people can't see in, you know, that's pretty and it's professional, right? And aesthetically it's lovely, but it wasn't practical. It just wasn't practical. And you need to be practical as well when you're running a business. It's so important, and those ones is practical. It works, and we get so much more attention. And I think the reason why people come to us is because they read psychologists and they think, oh, that must be the other practice as well, right? But it also means that our clients can find us more easily. So I want to invite you to really consider, what marketing have you not been doing in your private practice that you could do? Maybe you've been holding yourself back because you've been thinking this is going to be too expensive, okay? And it can be a once-off marketing activity like your signage, or it can be something more ongoing that you know you should be doing but you haven't been doing. All right, so really spend some time reflecting on that. It is so important, and unless you spend the time to reflect on it, you won't know, right? So please do that. And if you know in your heart and in your soul that you have been neglecting the marketing function within your private practice, either because of fear associated with it, because you don't want to feel like an icky salesperson, or maybe because of not knowing what to do, maybe not knowing where to start, or maybe you know you have to do marketing but you don't know what do I do? What works? What's going to get me return on investment? What can I do that's not going to be a waste of my money? Please do yourself a favor and check out the Private Practice Marketing Academy. The early bird enrollment is still available until next week, Wednesday, midnight, 7th of November, when that will expire. This is this is my best marketing content that I will be sharing with you as a private practice owner. So what I will do, I will drop the link in the comments. Check it out. Join me for absolute ethical marketing strategies and content, because when I do anything in my practice, but particularly marketing related, I want to make sure it's ethical, because unless it's ethical, I shouldn't be doing it, right? It needs to be easy, because I know unless it's easy, I just won't do it. I'll just go too hard. This is not why I became a psychologist. And it has to be effective. Why? Because I don't want to waste my money, right? We are a private practice. We don't have government funding behind us. We're not an NGO. We need to work for every dollar. Every dollar needs to count, and that's the type of marketing I do, where every dollar counts and you get a return on investment. So check that out. And if you're watching this and you think you've got amazing signage at your practice, please share it with me. Take a photo, put it in the comments and share it. I would love to see it, because I love to learn from you, hopefully as much as you love to learn from me as well. And yeah, let's do this marketing thing. I'm gonna leave it at that because Ethan is done. My husband's looking after him, but I'll go and join them now. Have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend. I'll speak to you again soon. And remember, as always, all you need to do is say yes to your very own ultimate level 5 private practice. And I'll speak to you again very soon. Bye for now.